Hello, hello, hello. How's it going, guys? We're live. We're moving on today in the Planetary quest. Alright. Hey, Dax, how's it going? Alrighty here. One quick second. Okay. Alrighty. Hey, Daryl. Hey, Arky. How's it going, guys? I'm watching about the MTV. Nice time, and yeah, we're gonna do the MTV inspired uh thingamabobber. Our tuna vehicle. Sorry, I'm chowing down on a snack here. Alright. Last stream, what we do, we went to Moho, landed on Moho, came back from Moho. It was pretty nice, because it was pretty quick, because we already had it all set up. Hey, Ryan, how's it going? Um, this stream, and as Dax suggested, and actually love the idea, we are going to do a Mars transfer vehicle inspired, rocket to go to Dres, which is our last easy destination. After this, all we've got is what's it called? Eve and Jules moons. So, you know. Alright, so oh yeah, by the way, getting the kitchen redone right now, so if you hear sounds in the background, that's why. Don't worry about it. We're fine. We're not being broken into. Playing Pokemon Emerald while watching this? Nice. Supposed to be doing homework. Oh, even Tylo. We got both of those coming up. Alright, let's hop into it, shall we? Quit waiting around. Planetary quest. Alright. Let's hop into the vehicle assembly building and get working. Alright, let me see if I can show you a picture of this. See if I can pop it up on the stream, just so you guys can kind of see what it looks like. Is this a good picture? Yeah, that's a good picture. Alright, save image. Let's see if I... Alright. I guess we will probably start with the Artemis, or the, what do you call it? The Orion, sorry. Alright. I'm done with my snackies. Let's call this not Orion 2. Technically, we already did one that we said was not Orion. This one is really not Orion, though. Okay. Jeez, I'm so I've been working on doing a new modded series. The Orion's cousin on stairs I built. Yeah. What of it? So I've been working on making or setting up a new modded series for you guys. So I'm used to having all these extra categories. It is kind of hectic, and I'm sure I'll work on tweaking that stuff out, making it look nicer as I go. But I am gonna start recording for that soon, pretty much. Now this does need a docking port, so it can dock. That's about part about this is we don't actually have to worry about weight distribution because it is. Oh, can you guys only see? Hold on, is YouTube just being? Yeah, okay, YouTube's just being funky. Although we do have to bring this capsule and a lander. So let me bring that image back up real quick. Go back to this. I just realized you probably can't hear. You can't hear me when I'm. I don't know if you can hear me. I don't know. I didn't test this out. I'm sorry. I won't go back to it, but you can go back in the stream if you want to look at the image. But we can just make an Orion capsule and a lander, and then we need to figure out how to bring the lander with us. So, all right, let's do. Decoupler. And then a fairing. And then we gotta throw on. Oh, Launch Escape System Junior. I didn't know that's probably a ReStock plus, or yeah, ReStock plus part. Yeah, we're gonna want to throw on a Launch Escape System. Actually, let's take that off. Throw on, do parachutes. Cool, and then we'll just probably only need 2 drogues. So we'll throw them like that. Okay, let's put this sucker back on. Like so. Coolio. We'll set up a board in a second. Hey SquarePan, how's it going? Kerbal Space Program. Kerbal Saps Code. But I'm not. Dude, I can't say that. It's like, oh, I got good news and terrible news. Which one do you want to hear first? You pick. I'm bad with that sort of thing. I don't really want to hear either, but go for it. Oh, that's right. This little nozzle up here steers it away, so we want to steer towards the water that way. Okay, this is our capsule. Does need a service module on it though. So we can give it one of those. So hold on, let me look at. It does seem to get kind of narrower. That's what I'm seeing. So we're gonna see. Let's find a. There's one of the adapters here somewhere, right? It's this one, but it's. Dang it. Hold on, let me sort and see if there's something for 1.875 specifically. No, not that one. That's close. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. And then... No, the service module. I guess we don't really have to pack life support or anything, so we don't have to worry about that. And there's a little engine bell at the back. I kind of... Interior does look a little funky. Will Cheetah look better? Cheetah... Yeah, kinda. I do think it would look nicer bare. Like that. The only thing is that she doesn't have the nice waterfall effect, so... Alright, that'll do, I guess. Good news, a load of the drug rocket. Horrible news, half the rocket's gone and half that is gone at all the engines. Oh, that sucks. How much delta V do you have in vacuum? Plenty. I don't like that. That's so long, though. I do kind of want to just use the Terrier. Like that, sort of? Yeah, I guess that'll work. Alright, where are the solar panels on Orion? Are they off of this little service module bit? I think that they are. So let's throw some of these fellas on here. And go one click off of the center. In terms of orientation. Took them in one and over one. Just so I make sure they're symmetrical. Like that. Actually, just need to kind of almost go in more. Right, so this is where we are now. I'm gonna go in another. Just so I can kind of wrap a fairing around this. Maybe, barely. How does it look if it's deployed? Not too bad, that'll work. I mean, it's a little further off than I'd like, but... If I pull them in one, does that look any better? Nah, it'll work. We actually probably have more delta V than this because of the, what do you call it? Because of the launch escape system. So roughly you got about a 10-ton payload to launch into orbit. We have the docking port. We don't need RCS thing. These thrusters are actually just about right. Although we don't have any forward or backwards, so I guess we can add some of those real quick. That is a tiny one. We'll throw them there. Picking the bare ones. Put these guys like there. I don't know, that should work. I hope. Although we do have, how much mono prop? 30? Yeah, it'll be fine. Okay, this is our not Orion capsule. Weighs 9.5 tons. Cool. Oh. Sorry, I'm keeping up a chat. Let's look. NASA's MTV and pick one from DeviantArt and add Orion. Lander was launched on another MTV before the crewed one. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that though. So we're gonna use a little bit of, because it didn't ever actually exist. So we're gonna use a little bit of creative liberty here and add our own. Let's see. Time spent the whole stream trying to rebuild it. And a backup save. Oh god. Make that around with those Lucy-ish panels, please. Those X panels are good too. Those hexagonal ones are up to date for that MTV's constellation. Let me see. Wait, constellation Orion. Oh, I should probably add capsule because it's just giving me the Orion constellation itself. Oh, it did have the round ones. You're right. Actually, that's a great idea because this way it'll not look too similar to our other one. Where are the round panels? How do these look extended? Good? Good, there we go. We're going to see the famous and wise quote, Jeb may be dead, but at least we got that bread. Indeed. I'll leave it there. Oh, sorry. Actions. Throw them on action group 9. Okay. So here's our little not Orion. You know what? Let's make it an Aries 1 kind of rocket. No shroud. Sorry, you. No shroud. And then throw a 2.5 meter fairing on this fella. Actually, if we want to be realistic with this, so I didn't. What's the upper stage of an Aries? Almost missed a stream. No, buddy, we got probably close to an hour left. How's it going, Frank Cirque? Oh, hey, Amogus, how's it going too? Whole party's here. Whole MTV was nuclear and the mid-flight middle fuel tanks was ejected. The middle fuel tank? How do you eject the middle fuel tank? Going general's making me lose track of time. I feel you there, brother. Especially when COVID hit, that was a pretty big one. Where? Oh, down here. Search for constellation rockets. Yeah, I guess I should. One quick Google break, guys. Constellation rockets. So yeah, the Aries one had the SRB and the upper stage. I mean, it's not going to be a perfectly faithful recreation of this. I did actually love learning, like reading about constellation. That was really cool. Yeah, I mean, we could just kind of make a pretty generic looking upper stage, I think. So I'm just gonna throw on. I don't know. But what I was gonna say is we could do something like this. And that's kind of how you'd have a launch escape fairing. And then I guess we could have it deploy when we escape. Here, let me set that up actually. Abort. We'll activate this. Decouple here. And then activate that decouple. Oh, and deploy the fairing. And I will turn on clamshell so it doesn't look awful. But that more or less looks a bit more accurate. So one thing with the Aries 1 is its upper stage was actually orange. So how if we were to chuck a... Where's my favorite little adapter here? If we were to chuck an engine on this... Not the bore, that's a... Pretty sure that's something from mods. Wolfhound? I really want to use this engine. I really, really want to use it. Like that? We get a lot of Delta V. Not sure if that's enough. I want to throw another fuel tank on this. Oops. And throw one of the smaller ones, these guys, on it. Then we'll do that. I guess that works. And then, can I make this fairing? Oh, it's the Soyuz cartridges. I guess we'll suck it up with an engine plate then. Just because I would want to have a matching... Actually, no, wait, because the engine shroud on this thing is white, so... Yeah, never mind. That's going to be like our upper stage. Obviously, this will be deployed at this point. How much Delta V do we have in this stage now? 2,000 will be fine. This don't look too bad. What if I rotate my rocket 120 degrees and hooks it to the ground? How strong of a Kerbal launch will that become? Oh, the questions of life. Is in construction that one was ejected like Psycho's Cross, but with one fuel tank? That's interesting. What's the time in my country? Here we're on U.S. Eastern Time. It is 5:08, a little past 5 p.m. I think it took 4 launches of Aries 5 to make that station. One of Aries 1 crew. Crude modules like beam expandable. Ooh, that's a good idea, but we can't do expandable stuff. Constellation MTV and first two picture KSP recreations. Constellation. Take a look. Oh, you're right. The first two pictures are KSP recreations. They're all KSP recreations. Or for a while they are. It's interesting. I am going to use orange fuel tanks though, because I don't want to use an abundance of flags for that. 5 p.m. Yes. Like, it's good, but that short stage, yeah, it is a little short. But if we, I mean, we would like have to drain it of fuel. So we're gonna live with it, I guess. For now. Okay. What do we have here? Gotta take a look at Artemis or the Aries 1. So it looks like it narrows down to like, I mean, like a little bit narrower than this would be like a 1.875 meter one. Ooh, that's a cool one. I think that's too short and obviously too wide. I think it's this one would be like the faithful, quote unquote faithful analog, I guess, to it. So we'll make a fairing. I did not ask for you to shroud, buddy. And then we will build it. Hold on, I gotta look. Yeah, it's like out and then straight up. That's too much out. Watch, I will actually fix that little issue with... I should probably go down a size. Sure it's not interfering with the fair right. Oh, or we just... Alright, whatever, that's good enough, I guess. Oh yeah, that upper stage is really, really short. You can control it, it's thin thing, so SFV is perfect. Constellation MTV and look for Kerbal X1 is using orange fuel tanks. Constellation MTV KSP will add to the search. I don't know. We're not gonna get too perfect. I think. I mean, how does? Okay. Other than the fact that this stage is kind of short. As far as rockets that never actually existed go, you know what? We'll even give you a little treat. As far as rockets that never existed go, how does this look for an Aries 1? Also, does this have gimbal? It does. I really hope that's enough. Alright, let's hack the physics system a little bit. Because I don't really want these to show. Actually, it'd probably be better. Like that. Okay, and we should sort staging out here. How does that look? I think that looks pretty good. Only start stream at 4 to 6 a.m. because I want to play KSP always stream. Yeah, I can't get up that early. I've got school. Structural stability enhancers. It's like Harry's one prime orbital second. Oh yeah, the in-flight abort test. Yeah, I think it'll work. I think it'll work. And we can add we only need to add one of these guys to fill up this stage because the spot up stage is solid. Down, 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 just until the engine nozzle's above the water or the ground, the water. And then first I want to do this. Actually, these will all just go out at the same time. So our launch clamps and then our solid rocket booster. Then we want you to... Yeah, I think it should probably deploy. Then when that separates, that deploys. Then this engine starts up in the same stage as well. And I think shortly after that, we'll have our... We'll kick this off. This airstream. Couldn't go then. Bearing staged. You are clamshell, right? Yeah. You can go with this guy. Then decouple, and we'll want to do those, obviously. And then that's that. Where's this guy? Oh, you need to go with down here. And then drogues, parachutes, cool. I think that'll work. We will, let's give it a quick test flight. We'll throw on our test pilots. It's not the actual flight, we're just gonna give it a test. Nice recreation, thank you. My mom wants to go to Russia. Despite, you know, the political issues, I don't want to get into that, but despite that stuff, you know, people are kind of skeptical about. I actually think Russia would be a pretty cool country to go to. Alright. I don't know why I just did brakes. I want SAS. Make a save. That's... Carries one test flight. Relaunch. Okay. Ready? Here. Ooh, here. Here we go. Look at this. Beautiful. It's like the right perfect amount of TWR too. It's like made for this. We do have good gimbal down there, so that's good. Oh, it is a little wobbly. Right, let's fix the wobble real fast. DTV1. Yeah, I think we can do that. Do no transfer vehicle. Alright, let's do a quick bit of you. Where do you not have... What happened to my auto strut? Oh, there it is. I just was not paying attention. Auto strut, heaviest part. Auto strut, heaviest part. You, heaviest part. Heaviest part. No, let's do the fins too. Auto strut, heaviest part. Auto strut, heaviest. Oops. You still auto strutted. No, I just undid all my progress. Auto strut. Auto strut. Auto strut. Auto strut. Where do we stop here? Auto strut, heaviest part. You. There's a mod I have for this, so in the new series you won't have to watch this, although the new series is going to be in episode format, so... Yeah, whatever. Alright, you know what, we'll say that's good. Oh, Dres transfer vehicle. I don't know why I said Duna. Forgot we're going to Dres with this thing. Final version Aries fight was unable to reach low with Orion. Alright, let's count there. Aries 1 test. Launch. Cool. Alright. Here we go again. Oh no, actually, don't we have an Delta V to reach orbit? I don't think we do. Although I mean there's a absurd amount of Delta V in that upper stage, but I've never done a solid rocket launch vehicle, like a launch vehicle that uses solid rocket boosters for its full first stage. It's Parallax and wonderful too. Don't, because my PC will be like Falcon 9 on Amos 6. Good reference. This is why I love the space community. You guys are great. Vehicle is supersonic, max Q, I guess. Yeah, because we're speeding up a lot faster now. We're a little steep on our ascent profile, but I guess we do want to get up pretty high by the time we have to ignite this engine. I think we'll end up past Mach 2. I'm going to throttle up before I forget. There we are. And about, I think at 25 kilometers is when we should. No, come on. Gonna point prograde. Alright, let's stage that stuff off. What? Oh, man. Oh, because that stuff is... Ignore the cute little top hat our buddy has. some problems. Don't worry about it. He's chilling up here. It is detached. It's just being kept on because we're pushing against it. This might actually work. This will definitely get us into orbit, but this is like I'm impressed. I wonder if this was designed. I don't think it would have been. But that Pollux booster seemed to be really perfect for this. So I don't know. Alright, what should our parking orbit be? Well, I guess we'll fly it to 100 kilometers. Because it's a little more delta V than to 80, and if we know we can get it to 100, fine. And throttle back ahead of Seco 1. And cutoff confirmed. A quick save. Oh, I should probably plot a orbital maneuver. Throw us into a, like, decently round orbit. Yeah, that'll work. Coolio! You're playing with a small engine that took off, but it didn't land. Welcome in, Ryanair. Alright. We'll put this thing in orbit. Here we go. Boom. Bam. That's not space junk. We'll do a quick deployment test. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad for an Orion, right? I think that looks decent. We can do some orbital maneuvering. Or better yet, flip retrograde. Actually, let's just test RCS to make sure that that's working. Doesn't push it too hard. Right? Yeah. We'll throttle up at 4. A nice little sploosh down. Going nice and steep. It's point normal. Decouple. Guess we do still have RCS capabilities, so. I think we can technically use this to steer our landing site. Although I don't think we have any. Can use that to slow our. Should have gone that way, sorry. I just don't think we're gonna land on the dark. Oh, okay, whatever. We'll just go in for it. What time I get home? I don't know. I mean, it depends. I stream. Well, I start streams at like 4 here. I think I started a little later today. I got sidetracked. Obviously, I'm really bad with getting like a perfect time. But just realized we do have a push harder. I guess we can simulate a high-speed reentry. Push down harder. Oh, never mind. We're out of monoprop. Okay, fine. Let's go home. I realized the real payload that we placed in orbit was actually that upper stage because it's just there now. Like, I guess we can just revert. But I want to do a full flight test here to make sure we're good. It's still much more of an Apollo looking capsule, unfortunately. There isn't a way we can get. There isn't really a way we can get a faithful Orion capsule sort of thing. Expect like a 4-seater capsule. That'd be nice though. Should we get a 4-seater that was kind of close to an analog to Dragon? SpaceX's Crew Dragon. I think that's a little tighter in proportions. I don't know, actually, I want to see a diagram of it like Dragon next to an Orion capsule because I feel like that'd give you a good sense of scale. And main's coming out at 600. And now we wait. Okay. Apollo Mini from Wish. So we need to make a. When we got it next, I guess we'll design our empty vehicle. I'm not sure how we're gonna do, or sorry, our DTV. I'm not sure how we're gonna do a Not sure how we're gonna make a do the lander. Because that lander for Dres, I mean, actually, I don't know. That's time for Delta V map. If I pull up a, where's my Delta V map? There it is. If I pull up my Delta V map and look at Dres, where is it? No, it's up at the top. That's right. So it's only 610 to get to it from a highly elliptical orbit, plus some for inclination changes. So I will budget 750, I guess, plus 1300 to circularize. 1300 to circularize. 430 to land. Wait, it's 1300 to circularize. But 500 to land. That's 18. So the lander needs to have like only like 1,000 meters a second of Delta V. And it has to carry what, 2 Kerbals? Say 2 Kerbals. And then the transfer vehicles, the rest of it. So let's try and see if we can't make a we'll call it the Altair lander because we put a K in front of everything and it becomes Kerbal. I wanted to use this, I think I said. This one needs to use little baby docking port. Right. And it has liquid fuel. Yeah. So we need to also use the spark. No, not there. That was not the attachment node I wish to use. Like that. And that gives it 1,000 meters a second. In and of itself, this could land on. Well, actually, that's debatable because I don't know. Where is Dres? Yeah, this could land on. In this is our Dres vehicle. I mean, it very well could be. We should make this our Dres vehicle. No, but what we can... Actually, I want to keep all that in there. We'll go for 1,500 because for rendezvous bonuses. And we know how I am with fuel. Actually, I don't think we need that. This has a decoupler built in, right? Maybe? We'll find out. That looks like to 1.875 meters. Like that. That does look a little silly though. So let's use like a little homebrew style lander here, I guess. This is our... Oops. This is our little era of recreations. So we want a fuel tank in this lower stage. Okay. And then I guess we could kind of make it look a little Apollo-esque. SPO6, S12's bigger. If I rotate these fellas up. And out. No. We need the bigger ones. We rotate these guys up. And out. That's too wide. I don't know how we're gonna do this. Unless we use 6 of them. And then another 6. I don't know. I'm kind of tempted to use this as our lander. Something like this. Although no, we would actually we still do need more. I don't know, I'm wildly indecisive right now. Alright, let's actually go from a structural approach then. We will use... I don't actually know what we will use. We'll pretend like this, and we'll use another spark engine. So we will use more than just one, because I know that's not going to be enough. You will use a cluster of 3 spark engines. This is not... I never said this was an Apollo recreation, so... You guys can't get angry at me for making this all funky. This is only the best way I know how to do this. Compact, roll it up inside there. Coolio. And then this looks funky, I know, and we're gonna, if I bring that up a little bit, that fella. But then watch, we're gonna do one of those. We'll pretend that these ones are like separate, like oxidizer tanks or some kind of like that. And then we need a ladder. Oh, we need gear too. Like that. This kinda actually looks, I mean, it does not look like Altair, but this does not look like Altair whatsoever, but I really wanted to use this part because I paid for the DLC and I've never used this part at all. And I think it's kind of cool looking. So this is our Kerbal lander. How do these look when they're retracted? Oh, pretty good actually. Now, here's the problem. This thing weighs 4.5 tons, and we needed it to weigh 9. So, and this has way too much delta V. So how are we gonna make this weigh more? How much mono propellant does it have? 30. Jeez. There's like nothing we can add to this. Alright, right. We were still gonna do the ladder though. There. At least this one's big. Might be. Yeah, look at that. We will bind it to landing gear. No. Gear. You toggle ladder. So, I don't... So we can't do that then, if we can't put them on each side. Unless we could do a sort of like, I think we have to put this in like a payload bay. Like that big habitation section, maybe we pretend it's habitation, but we actually use it for a payload bay. And that's where this docks to. I'm thinking about it. Alright, let's make our... We'll do it. We'll make the MTV. How can I pin... Oh, I can use my laptop that's open. Come here. NASA MTV. Images. We're probably not going to be fully faithful to the original thing again. Well, I'm generally getting the gist of, so you guys know, is we're going to have hydrogen tanks, nuclear engines at the back, a little white section for it's going to be a cargo bay for a lander, and the Orion capsule. And it's all going to be in like a line like that. So, let's start with those fuel tanks. So we don't have any gold ones. Actually, it's these guys, but... So how big should this be? I mean, Orion looks tiny on this, so... I want to use 3.75s. Although, there does come a point where this is, like, no longer... But the Orion's 2.5 meters. Okay, this is going to be a little disproportionate then, but we're going to use 2.5s. Okay, so we've got this. What have we got for structural to throw at the end of this fella? How many engines are at the back of this? Is it 4 or 5? I see 4, but I have a hunch that there's like another one in the middle. I think we're gonna want to put another one. Actually, you know what we can use? That's part of ReStock Plus for this. The Cherenkov. I know that's not like accurate, but I mean, hey. I mean, that's W or something accurate. We'll go with it for now. I think I'll probably end up editing that. I don't think we're gonna stage it, but I can kind of make it look, you know, sort of have that structural look to it in here. You do, you know, some of these guys. We'll have a little bit of these, and grab a fuel tank. I guess that looks okay. Then we got like some kind of like truss section. Maybe we could GTV Dres transfer vehicle. Okay, what payload bay These guys are too big. These guys are too small. Is there cargo space in here? Really? I don't think so. No, it's not gonna work. We can't chuck it in service bays because it's not tall enough. Unless, I mean, the only thing I can think of is using these guys. Well, hold on, what was the Aries 5 diameter? I'm just curious. Meters. 10 meters. So that's like as big as the Saturn V, or as, wide. Who's gonna control it? We're gonna have a control section up at the front. She would probably control it from the Orion, but we should probably put a control module in here, or a probe core or something. So what exists for this? We could put here. Open. Switch. Open. This guy. Root into there. Actions. No, not actions. Drop them into sub-assemblies. Actually. Open the Dres transfer vehicle. This doesn't look great, but because of this guy. I don't know where. How are we looking on time? Oh, an hour in. Okay, I don't know if we're even gonna get this into orbit, but can we go on Tylo next? We're gonna do Eve after this, and then we'll do all the jewel moons. Okay. This is a. Oops. What I was gonna do is gonna throw this. We really don't need a lot of actually. I'm not sure how much space we're even gonna need. No, I mean, those engines stick out a little bit too far to be able to use this, but I would want to use, slightly bigger. But it would fit in a 2.5 meter space if we could get some 2.5 meter cargo bay. Or I could kind of stick faithful to this image a bit more. And do like a what do you call it? I don't know. We'll roll with this for now. We could put a space shuttle cockpit up at the front of this guy. So then we need to have a docking port. See, like this one looks so much smoother and shorter. Oh, we're gonna have to go with the. With one of these fellas. No oxidizer. Do the big tanks go Orion or something? Oh, they do. Oh, nice. Wait, so we've got. No, too big. We have this fella. We wanted like something like that. And then we could want those. Don't need that. Throw on this. So like that, and then we could throw our chair and cob on the back. Looks weird. Eh. Oh, I want to throw more fuel. Also, I just realized we don't need any of the oxidizer on here, so we could have been getting a ton more delta V the whole time. Although this isn't going to be that efficient because of all that extra. That's too big. How much thrust does this guy produce? 300 to 60, so we would need all 5 of these. 800 in vacuum, so that one's a little better. I don't know. Because we can get the same stuff with 5 of these fellas. Like that. If we put in our bottom stage, you. Also, I want to disable crossfeed across these docking ports. 7,000 meters a second, obviously, plus the Orion at the front. Actually, let's grab Orion, or our, not Orion 2. Orion 2 capsule. And then for this one, we're just going to get rid of that. And that. And then save it, grab it by the 8 tons. Keep pressing that. Throw it into sub-assemblies. Oh, switch editor will open our transfer vehicle. Alright, so how are we gonna get this like adapted down? So we want it doesn't really slope though. It's just kind of there. It stops here. I think actually it looked better if we put like an engine plate on it. As random as that sounds. There's a lot of parts in this game that I don't really ever use. That I'm sure would actually be probably pretty nice to use. No staging. It kind of goes into. And then we want our engine. And then snag Orion. Not Orion, sorry. So this is roughly what we would get. Kinda. Sorta, kinda. Um, I don't know. Well, so there's definitely solar panels. I see them back here. So we'll see what we can. I mean, what are the biggest solar panels we have? Those are so tiny on this thing. I don't actually know though. They might be accurate. Well, we'll put it on the edge and then we'll count clicks in from there. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We'll do fourth one there. Fourth one there. That's probably not what it's supposed to look like. Yeah, that doesn't look right though. I mean, the other option that I'm seeing on it is that it has some more of these. It's like 4 of them radially mounted. Like that. Actually, that just looks kind of cool. And then I do finally want to put like comms on here. Is this the biggest relay antenna we had? We did this. Yeah. There's our Dres transfer vehicle. I think that looks good. What decoupler is that? Alright, this is cool and all, but we do not actually need. Alright, we have 6,000. I mean, we'll check my Delta V map real quick. But I think that's enough. 6,200 meters a second. We need 750, 1,300, and 1,300, 750 back. That's what? Totals to 2,000. Rough, we'll say for 2,000. Both ways, that's 4,000, 5,000, and then that gives us 1,000 extra to mess around with. That's not bad. Plus, we've got extra left on this guy, and technically the crew can only go in here. So if we wanted to, we could get away with some more stuff. Let's just curious. What if we threw in? Nah. I think we'll leave it be. I think that's fine. So, alright, there's our Dres transfer vehicle, and it weighs in at 108 tons. Carries 5. And we open this. Okay. Let me first retract these guys. We need to make a rocket that is capable of launching this thing. Karen 5. Nah, I want to kind of keep with the not quite theme that we've got going on. Oh, before I even do anything, let me auto-strut. I'll launch a bunch of this stuff here. Heaviest part, heaviest part, heaviest part, heaviest part, heaviest part. Look at, I mean, look at how big of a fairing this is gonna have to be. Like, if I look at the Aries 5, like, its fairing ain't that big. That's not a good picture. That's so... It's gonna be a difficult one to do. Okay, well, we will try. Bring it way, way up. This is the first time. It's the first time I'm ever probably gonna build a rocket this big. You don't need... I don't know why this one's shroud is split to left and right, but it is. Alright. So the upper stage... Actually, hold on. You want a fairing first. Of course. The upper stage... We can stick with, like, the default, like, Saturn colors. I'm not gonna be trying to be, you know, perfectly faithful. I know this is, you know, this would never realistically be done in a single launch, but this is my space program. I do things how I want to, and wowzers, that fairing is humongous. Look at... Got to go. Alright, Amogus. See you around, brother. We probably won't launch this today. I'll finish the rocket, but if you tune in towards the start of next stream, you should be able to see this thing fly. No, let's come back later. See you, man. I don't even think I want that part. Alright, this upper stage... We're going back to Kerbal. We set altitude to 40 Ks. We need this for science. What is the upper stage for this thing? One J2X. Oh, so this gives us 2,000 meters a second. KWR 0.73. How strong is the Rhino? Wherever it is. Where is it? Rhino, where did it go? Oh, here. 2,000 kilonewtons, and that's not enough. Alright, we're gonna go with 2 because there's no better option. I want them like this though. Actually, no, I don't. Holy brr. We're gonna need a bigger VAB, dude. Holy cow. Orange. How many engines are at the bottom? 5? Does this thing have a variant for even all white? No. Okay. Oh, we're kind of close to crossing 1,000 tons, and now I kind of want it. Where is my... I don't think a Mastodon's gonna be enough. Rhino, boar... I mean, Mastodon is 1,200 at sea level. Where's mainsail? 1,300. We'll try with mainsail. And you don't get to give me. Back for a while and really making Aries 5 like Saturn 5. Dax, do you see how big this fairing is? It's so light, like we can make it, because the Aries 5 was designed for like 180 tons or something like stupid like that. So this thing could be launched, but at the same time, like, if the fairing's too big, I'm gonna need to split it, and I don't really want to. Not even a TWR of 1. What? I'm gonna have to do this the illegal way. That, well, not illegal, but the way that's not faithful to the like original thing, just to get enough thrust. What engines was this thing using to only need 5 of them? Holy cow, dude. Right, that's gotta be enough to lift it off, though. Yeah, 1.5. Then those 2 rhinos and the engine plate. Why do those not give me Delta V? Oh, wait a second, hold on. Just, these boosters aren't big enough. These ones are, but they're too short. Oh, the Clydesdales. Might be. I have never had to have an excuse to use the Clydesdales, and I am regretting that now. Holy crap, dude. Don't need that. Bruh, look at this. You seeing this, dude? Oh my god. open carries, no, carries 5. So why aren't you giving me delta V calculations? Just so, because I screw something up, because I know I will. Okay. What do you want? Oh. 2,000 here. $2,000 there. 2,000 at the bottom. This will get into orbit. Like, this is like a roughly a pretty accurate orbital launcher. But my goodness, dude. This is a chonker. Alright, it's not a lot, but it should give it some control. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty big, man. Let's do a little bit of auto strut. What? They told me the biggest one's the grandparent part, dude. Heaviest part. Heaviest part. I realized we're gonna need struts in here on these boosters. Cool, that's good. Strat heaviest part, and that works across symmetry, right? Heaviest part, grandparent part, what? Heaviest part, grandparent part. I don't get what the whole grandparent part thing is, but okay. Can't do it either. Can't either. To be fair, this whole thing is only a couple of fuel tanks, but like, ooh, yeah, he's a chonker. And I accidentally just opened Discord. Hold on. Yeah. No Kerbal on this. Let's just see if my computer can handle this. It should. It's not too bad. This thing doesn't cross 1,000 tons though, so I am a little disappointed in myself on that front. Oh no, we've got full FPS. Let's make a quick save. All right. No way, dude. There is no shot this is gonna actually make it to orbit. Well, actually, I'm really hoping there's a shot because I don't really want to re-engineer this, but no way. This thing is awesome, dude. Sorry if you can hear the dogs in the background. Listen to that, though. So beautiful. That is not good. That should not be getting hot. Oh no, it's the decoupler, so that's why. Oh, boosters are gone, sadly. This thing would get into orbit, it just didn't go too steep on my ascent. So now we're stuck with one of these. Look at this. Ooh, yes. Well, I think. Yeah. All right. See you. See you next. I'm gonna wrap up here in a sec anyway. I think that this is good enough proof that it works. Just want to make sure my computer could run it well, you know, and totally can, but so we've got our transfer vehicle and the landers in here. We have our crew vehicle, our dinky little Aries or Aries 1 compared to this. Yeah. So that's good to go for next stream. I doubt we'll be able to finish the whole mission next stream. We'll definitely assemble it in orbit and hopefully send it to Dres. But yeah. Alright, well before you go real quick, that's gonna wrap it up for today. But something to look out for on Friday. Wait, today's Wednesday. Yeah, on Friday at noon my time. So for you guys in Europe, that's gonna be 4, 5, 6, depending on where you are, I think. And for you guys over towards like California on the West Coast, That's going to be at like 9 a.m. ish. You know, somewhere in between. Um, and new videos dropping. I'm very proud of it. I put, a couple weeks, I mean, on and off. I'm not great, sitting down doing all my work at once, but on and off, put a couple weeks of work into it. It's a lot of fun. I think it'll look awesome. I think you guys will love it. Meanwhile, I'm streaming. Well, I'm about to end the stream. So, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. We got through our our not quite constellation program here. We have our Not Orion Part 2. We have our Dres transfer vehicle and our little Altair or Kerbal Altair lander. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I will see you Sunday for the big flight. Have a good one, guys.